Not every wound bleeds. Some wounds are unseen. Some battles are fought in the silence of the soul. Tonight, you will discover what your heart has been trying to tell you all along, because when Allah protects, no evil can harm you. Something feels wrong, but you can't explain it. You wake up exhausted, even after a full night's sleep. Your body feels heavy. Your heart feels anxious. Your soul feels disconnected from Allah. You stand in prayer, but it feels blocked, like an invisible wall between you and your Rabb. Suddenly, people around you turn cold, even hostile, for no clear reason. Deep inside, you know something isn't right, but you can't put your finger on it. Let me tell you something that most will never dare to say. Sometimes, what you're going through isn't emotional, it's spiritual. And yes, witchcraft, Shia, is real. The Prophet Muhammad, the purest soul, was himself afflicted by Shia. Reference, Sahih al-Bukhari, 5765, Sahih Muslim, 2189. If it happened to him, it can happen to any believer, but the signs are often hidden, working silently in the shadows. Shia isolates you. It confuses you. It slowly gnaws at your peace until you start thinking, maybe the problem is me, but you're not crazy and you're not alone. In this guide, I will reveal 5 chilling signs that someone may be doing witchcraft against you, based on authentic Islamic teachings, and most importantly, how you can break free by the will of Allah. Before we dive in, pause and reflect. Have you ever felt that something unseen was sabotaging your life? If yes, remember, the unseen exists, but Allah is greater than all. Sign number 1, sudden, unexplainable changes in your personality and emotions. You once knew yourself, calm, balanced, connected to your deen. But now, you wake up irritated for no reason. You snap at loved ones. Your heart feels suffocated under a heavy weight. Worst of all, you don't know why. This isn't just sadness or stress, it's deeper. One day you feel normal. The next, you're drowning in fear, anxiety, or despair, and there's no worldly explanation. Seer often attacks the heart and mind first. It clouds your thoughts. It distorts your emotions. It makes you believe you're the problem, when in reality, something unseen is pulling the strings. The Prophet Muhammad was so affected by Seer that he began forgetting things, feeling disturbed, despite being sinless. Reference, Sahih al-Bukhari, 3268. If even he faced it, how much more vulnerable are we? If you've ever felt hijacked by emotions you can't explain, don't brush it off. This isn't mere paranoia. It could be a spiritual assault. But remember, Allah has given you protection, and the force of Sihr is nothing compared to the one who holds your heart. Sign number 2, sudden, unnatural conflict between you and a loved one. You were once close, trusting, laughing, loving. Then suddenly, everything changed. Arguments erupt over nothing. The warmth freezes into hostility. The bond you thought was unbreakable feels shattered. You try to fix it, but every conversation spirals into bitterness. You make dua, but instead of healing, the gap widens. This is not ordinary conflict. This is Sir al-Tafriq, witchcraft specifically designed to destroy relationships. Allah mentions in the Quran, they learned from them that by which they cause separation between a man and his wife. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:102. It doesn't stop at marriages. Sihr can poison siblings, sever friendships, destroy families, turning peaceful homes into battlegrounds without a clear cause. If you're experiencing this sudden distance with no logical explanation, understand, this might not just be emotions. It could be an attack from the unseen. But never forget, the Quran is the greatest shield, and the one who created love can restore it, even after Sihr has tried to destroy it. Sign number 3, repeated blockages in marriage proposals or relationships. This is one of the most heartbreaking signs and the most misunderstood. A good proposal comes. Families meet. Hopes rise. Then, without warning, everything falls apart. Confusion, silence, rejection, no reason, no closure, and it happens again and again and again. You start questioning yourself. Am I not good enough? Is something wrong with me? But the truth many overlook. This could be seer, witchcraft designed to prevent marriage. Seer al-ta'til al-zawaj. Driven by envy, hatred, or revenge, some people commit this evil to block someone from the blessings of marriage. It doesn't just destroy proposals, it crushes your spirit. It turns the hope of marriage into a source of dread and sadness. Signs include good proposals disappearing without reason, serious relationships collapsing overnight, unexplainable negativity between families, patterns of rejection that defy logic. The saddest part, those around you often dismiss it. Be patient, they say. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Sometimes they're right. But when the pattern repeats unnaturally, it's time to open your eyes. Know this, witchcraft may close doors, but it can never erase what Allah has decreed. Your risk, provision, your marriage, your happiness, they are safeguarded by Allah Himself. Remember, witchcraft is real. The unseen world exists, but Allah is greater than all evil. There is healing through ruqya, Islamic spiritual healing, Quran recitation, especially Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Falaq, Surah An-Nas, sincere dua, and seeking help from righteous scholars or ruqya practitioners. You are not powerless. You are not alone. And victory is always closer than you think. When Allah opens a door, no one can shut it. If you're facing strange blockages in your life, don't lose hope. Don't let despair take root. Begin your healing, protect your soul, and most importantly, turn back to the one who controls every heart. Because when Allah decides to open a door for you, no force in the heavens or the earth can ever close it. Sign number 4. When blessings start turning into burdens, you remember the feeling. You made dua, you waited patiently, and when the blessing arrived, you were overjoyed. The new job felt like a dream. The home you moved into seemed like a miracle. The friend, the opportunity, the gift, it all felt like a sign of Allah's mercy. But then something shifted. The job you once celebrated now suffocates you with stress and humiliation. The house that once felt like a refuge now feels heavy with arguments, breakdowns, and unease. The friend you once trusted feels like a stranger, and you wonder, did I make a mistake? Was I ungrateful? Or is something else happening? This is where seer, witchcraft, becomes terrifyingly real. One of the most insidious signs of sihr, especially seer fueled by envy and jealousy, is that your blessings begin to rot spiritually, not physically, but emotionally, internally. What once brought you peace now stirs anxiety. What once made your heart soar now leaves you hollow. What once felt like a door from Allah now feels like a burden too heavy to carry. And the worst part, there's no obvious reason, no event you can point to, just a slow, painful decline that leaves you questioning everything. This is not a mere coincidence. In countless real ruqya cases, scholars have seen how sihr is designed not to destroy blessings overnight, but to poison them slowly, so you lose hope in Allah's mercy. But remember, what comes from Allah remains pure, no matter what forces try to twist it. If you notice your blessings turning into sources of despair, it's time to ask yourself, is someone trying to interfere with what Allah has given me? Do not abandon your blessings. Protect them, strengthen them, shield them with faith. Sign number 5, you've tried everything, but nothing works. This is where most people begin to break inside. You made heartfelt dua, you recited ruqya, You turned the pages of the Quran seeking healing. You sought advice from scholars. You followed every instruction you were given. And still, the pain lingers. The confusion grows. The darkness sits on your chest like a mountain no one else can see. You start asking yourself dangerous questions. Am I cursed? Is Allah angry with me? Why is nothing changing? But here's the truth. Allah is helping you, even when you feel abandoned, when every worldly method fails, when every door seems shut, when even the people around you start doubting you. Allah is still there, witnessing every tear, hearing every silent prayer. Maybe you're not being punished. Maybe you're being protected. Maybe this delay, this trial, this crushing silence is Allah's way of teaching your heart the most vital truth. Healing doesn't come from methods. Healing comes from Him. The Prophet Muhammad himself faced severe sihr. Reference, Sahih al-Bukhari 5765. And yet, he never blamed himself. He never drowned in paranoia. He turned to Allah, seeking His help through Quran, dhikr, and complete tawakkul, trust. If you've done everything and nothing seems to work, don't give up. Victory does not come when your ruqya is perfect. It comes when your trust in Allah is pure, when your heart surrenders every rope except the one tied to your Creator. That moment of full surrender, that is the beginning of your freedom. If this feels like your reality, know this: you are not cursed, you are not abandoned, you are not weak. You are simply being tested, and Allah only tests those He wants to elevate. Sihr is real, jealousy is real, the evil eye is real, but none of them are greater than the words of Allah. So what should you do? Start with the protections Allah Himself revealed, Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Nas. These two surahs were specifically sent down to shield the Prophet from sihr. Recite them morning and evening. Blow over yourself after reciting. Ayat al-Kursi, Surah Al-Baqarah 2255. The Prophet said, whoever recites Ayat al-Kursi after every obligatory prayer, nothing prevents him from entering paradise except death. Reference, Sahih an-Nasai 9928. The last two ayats of Surah Al-Baqarah, 285 to 86. These two powerful verses are a fortress. The Prophet said, whoever recites them at night, they will suffice for him. Reference, Sahih al-Bukhari 5009. Even if you feel broken, even if your heart feels numb, keep going, keep reciting, keep crying in sujood. Because the battle you're fighting isn't just against tear, it's a battle for your heart, your peace, and your eternal soul. And you don't need to run from one person to another searching for a cure. Your cure is already with you. It's in your salah, it's in your dhikr, it's in the tears you shed when no one is watching except Allah. A final reminder for you. If this message touched your heart, make this short dua right now. Ya Allah, protect me from all evil, seen and unseen, and grant me a peace that only comes from you. And remember, your dua could be the very reminder someone else needs tonight. May Allah protect you, may He heal you, and may He surround your life with light, mercy, and unshakable peace. Ameen. Until next time, stay patient, stay connected, and never stop calling upon the one who never ignores a sincere heart.